After proximate, one more analysis is given, that is ultimate analysis of coal. It involves four main steps. First is percentage determination of carbon and hydrogen. Okay, we'll complete this here. Second is percentage determination of nitrogen by Gelder's method. The third is a percentage determination of sulfur by ESCA method. And fourth is percentage determination of ash. It is like proximate analysis, and from that we can find percentage of oxygen. Okay, see, this is a simple test or this is a simple experiment. To find percentage of carbon and hydrogen. As far as exam is concerned, you may get 4 to 5 marks short note on this, or there may be a numerical of 3 marks separately on carbon hydrogen, or maybe a combined numerical on ultimate analysis, maybe for even 4 marks or 5 marks. Okay, go to the method. What is the basic idea of the experiment? Basic part. See, let me explain the setup of the simple test. This is our combustion tube, or this is a combustion chamber. Okay, in this combustion chamber we will be taking known mass of coal, say 1 gram coal or W gram coal. Okay, this is allowed to burn here, allowed to go for combustion process, heating process. Okay, in the first U tube we have taken CaCl2. Just see, we have kept CaCl2, anhydrous CaCl2, or calcium chloride, or one may take magnesium perchlorate. This is second U tube. In that we have kept known mass of KOH. Fine. Now go to the experiment. W gram coal is heated. Okay. What will happen? I will write the reactions here. On combustion, hydrogen present in the coal. On heating the W gram coal, hydrogen present in the coal, okay, will undergo oxidation, will form H2O gas, simple reaction, H2O gas. Okay, this H2O gas is allowed to pass through the first U tube containing known mass of CaCl2 to absorb this CaCl2. We have used in the earlier analysis on anhydrous CaCl2 as a desiccant. They show the tendency to absorb moisture. Okay, so this H2O gas coming from this hydrogen, whatever hydrogen present in the W gram coal, will form H2O. This H2O gas is allowed to pass through first U tube containing known mass of CaCl2 to absorb moisture, to absorb H2O gas. By absorbing whatever amount of H2O form, some rise, some increase in the mass of CaCl2 will be observed. Fine. Okay. What is the reaction? H2 plus half O2 gives H2O. Simple reaction. How we read the equation? How we read the reaction? 2 parts by mass of hydrogen will form 18 parts by mass of water vapor. 2 parts will form 18 parts. What is these parts? It is a unit. It may be milligrams, it may be grams, it may be kilograms, or whatever. Okay. In the same manner, this carbon present in the coal, carbon present in the W gram coal, fine, is on combustion, undergo oxidation, it will form carbon dioxide, it will form CO2, fine. Okay, this CO2 is allowed to pass through second U tube containing known mass of KOH, known amount of KOH. This KOH will absorb CO2 coming from this W gram coal, coming from the carbon present in the coal, fine. By absorbing the CO2 produced, there will be some rise in the mass of KOH, fine. That we are recording. Okay, how CO2 is formed? C plus O2 will form CO2. Oxidation give carbon dioxide. How we read the reaction? 12 parts means 12 milligrams of carbon present, if present, will form 12 plus 16 plus 16, that is 12 plus 32, that is 44 parts by mass of CO2. Okay, 12 parts will form 44 parts, right? Now, from the rise in the masses of CaCl2 as well as KOH, by putting simple equations, we can easily find percentage of carbon and hydrogen in a given amount of coal. Okay, what is the formula for that? Simple equation you can make. Percentage of hydrogen is equal to what? We want to find percentage. Okay, so this CaCl2 has absorbed H2O, means 18 parts by mass of H2O at a time. Okay, there will be rise in the mass of CaCl2 by absorbing 18 parts. Out of that 18 parts, our interest is in 2 parts. So accordingly we will put the equation. Okay, so we will write rise or increase in the mass of CaCl2. Rise in the mass of CaCl2. We have taken known mass of CaCl2. Okay, rise at a time is by 18 parts. Out of that we want only 2 parts. So 2 by 18. From where? From this coal. From W gram coal. So we'll write W gram coal or mass of coal taken. Mass of coal taken. So this much is there for W gram coal. This much is carbon is there. Sorry, hydrogen is there for W gram coal. Why hydrogen? We have taken 2 only out of 18. We are interested in the 2 only. 18 parts are absorbed. So 2 by 18. So this much is the W gram. How much is the 100 gram? That will give the percentage. So this into 100 will be the formula to get percentage of hydrogen. Simple. Okay. So this is a simple test. Instead of this, we can put one more equation. What is that? Rise in the mass of CaCl2 because of absorbing H2O gas. Okay. So whatever the mass of CaCl2 is there, some rise is formed because of certain amount of H2O gas formed from this hydrogen present in the W gram coal. So instead of this, I can put mass of H2O. Simple. If this CaCl2 mass is not given, but the mass of H2 is given, that is rise in the mass of H2O form. From that also we can find the answer. Mass of H2O. Okay. How much is the rise at a time? 18 parts is the rise at a time. Out of that we want only 2. Okay. From where? Mass of coal taken. Okay. This much is there. This much of hydrogen is there in a W gram coal. So how much of hydrogen will be there in a 100 gram coal? That is called as percentage. So this into 100 will be the one more equation. So in the numerical, if they are given the initial mass of CaCl2 and rise in the mass, you use this formula. If the mass of CaCl2 is not given, they have to give how much of H2 is produced. This H2 is coming from hydrogen. That we are taking into consideration. So this is a simple equation to find percentage of hydrogen. Okay. Second point is percentage of carbon. This carbon in a coal on oxidation will form CO2. 12 parts if they are present in a W gram coal, it is going to form 44 parts. 120 parts will be there. Yeah, 120 milligram will be there. It is going to produce 440 milligram and so on. That CO2 will be absorbed in the second U-tube. We have kept known mass of KOH. There will be rise in the mass of KOH. From the rise in the mass, by putting a similar type of equation, we can easily find percentage of carbon. So percentage of carbon is equal to what? rise in the mass of KOH, because KOH is absorbing CO2. At a time, what is the rise? 44 parts by mass of CO2. Rise in the mass of KOH, because KOH is absorbing CO2. At a time, how much is the rise? 44 parts, because it is 44. Out of that, we want our interest is in 12. Okay? From where? From the mass of coal taken. From the mass of coal taken. Say whatever, W gram coal taken. Right? So this much of carbon is there in a W gram coal. So how much is there in a 100 gram coal? That becomes your formula. That becomes equation. With that we can find percentage of carbon. Okay. Now again the same thing. If rise in the mass of, this is not given, but mass of CO2 produced is given, then we can write one more simple equation for determination of percentage of carbon. What is that? It is mass of CO2. How much of CO2 is produced? It will be mass of CO2. Okay, at a time 44. Out of that we are interested in a 12. That is carbon. From where? Mass of coal you have taken. How much you have taken? W gram. Into what? Into 100. That will give the percentage of carbon. This is a simple equation. With the help of that, we can easily find percentage of carbon and hydrogen. Okay. So this is one simple short note. So this much content you have to write as a short note. What is the basic idea? Rough diagram of the plants, 2 reactions, meaning of the reactions, 5 lines explanation, and how we get the equation or formulas to find percentage of